Hi guys, so I have my first story. Ignore me. This story is from somebody called David. Thank you so much, David, for you know giving me your story. However, David doesn't want his handle or anything out there. He doesn't mind his name being out there. Him and his best friend's name, David and Toby. So when David was a teenager, his mom was struggling to pay school fees, make ends meet. But David was bright. David was that kid that was topping everything, was a brilliant child. David and Toby were besties. Now, Toby, on the other hand, also bright, but was too distracted by his peers. So he was always in the line of doing the bad things, the one that wants to try whatever, You know what I mean? Bad gang. So Toby's mom got so frustrated that she decided to relocate. Now, in the process of relocating, she went to David's mom and asked if she can take David with her as she's relocating. I won't mention the country. And this was a shocker to everybody, but the mom was grateful. She was already struggling. Paying school fees then was even kind of a problem. So she was grateful to the woman. But here's the she didn't take her son. She took David and left her son and told him that since he has decided to be useless at a young age and has seen that she doesn't understand how two best friends can be so apart, but yet love each other so much, So she said she's going with David and she's leaving Toby behind. And she did as she said. She even asked David's mom if she doesn't mind taking care of Toby from time to time. Now, Toby never held a grudge against David because, it was not his making. It was not his decision. He didn't even want to do, he didn't want to go along with it. It was Toby who said, you know what, he can go. I don't think he understood the implication or the gravity of what was happening at the time. So growing up, they never lost contact. They kept in touch. As Toby was aging, him and his best friend, David, decided to have heart-to-heart conversations. Hard conversations. David was clear. I don't like the fact that I'm here and you're there. I need you to come. I need your life to be better. I need you to come here. Are you willing to come? Are you ready to do better? At some point, Toby realized that this life I'm living is not a life. And Toby agreed. So he had a conversation with Toby's mom and said to her, Toby is ready to change. Toby is ready to come here, better his life, go back to school, everything. She was like, are you sure? David said yes. So she filed for her own son to come, all the while taking superb care of David. As in, she was taking care of David the way she would take care of Toby. When Toby came and saw David and saw how life can be, by now he had finished high school. He was in, college or university, and he was working at the same time. So he was helping her, putting food on the table, all of that. When he came and saw the life there, how the system there works, my God, he was like, is this what I've been missing? So he went back to school. He had to go back some few, you know what I mean? Went back, bettered his life, topped his class. However, he was somebody in the arts. He liked things that had to do with art, whatever. But all those things that were so distracting for him that made him feel like he didn't like school because he liked art. No, he saw that he needed school. He bettered his life. Today, they both live in the same state, like a few houses away from each other. Because of the going back to school and everything, it's, sent him back a few steps. But as of today that I'm speaking to you, Toby is making more money than David. Now, David is a tech bro and he's like a top guy in his office. So he's making serious money. Serious money. However, Toby is making more money than him. Toby recently got married 5 years ago. Toby now has a baby. I think his son that is 3 and he has another baby on the way. The wife is pregnant. However, David has 3 kids and he's done with kids. So he has a kid that is almost a teenager, if not a teenager. But my point is, the mom did what other mothers couldn't do. She took a hard decision not to punish her son, but also to better another person's life who she saw didn't have the opportunity. And that blew me away. Now, thanks to the best friend who did not go there and forget his own best friend, her son became a better person for that one decision she took that people were querying her for and making her feel like she's not a good mother for. Everybody's life is now in alignment. Everybody's happy. Everybody's doing well. The mom is fulfilled. And she's I'm trying to make this video short, but there's so much to unpack. There's so much to say. Because she never stopped taking care of Toby. She was sending money, she was calling him, she was taking care of him. And huge kudos to Toby for not holding a grudge against his best friend, because that could have been something else. Or he could have come there and decided to now say, okay, this one has arrived, I can do this. They never had a fight for one day. Oh God. This I read it and I felt so good. I felt so good. They didn't have, like, I don't know how to explain, but there was peace. They were at peace. They did everything. This is just one of those very funny stories. Remember I said I wanted the stories refreshing, very lovely, very good, and this is one of them. Kudos to Toby for not taking a grudge against his mom. I mean, he probably was angry with her at some point, but the fact that he didn't hold it so much that he was refusing and saying, I won't travel, I won't go even if she fights for me, he went. You see why grudges are bad? You see why anger is bad? You see why offense is terrible? This thing I'm preaching like this is gospel. I don't know about you people, but this is actually, I'm preaching gospel like this for you now. I don't know, what am I even saying? How did I enter? And there's so much to unpack in this video. There's so much depth in this message. Could you have taken such a decision? Could you have done that? Could you have taken another kid over your kid? Could you, I mean, it's one thing to relocate and leave your child if the child is misbehaving, or you know that the child will go there and constitute a nuisance. It's another thing to take another child over your child, and your child knows and can see. What do you feel was going through the child's mind? Hate, you know, being abandoned, all sorts could have happened. This could have gone south, even though it was a good thing. What do you feel? How brave is Toby's mom? What do you think? Can you do it? Do you think you can do it? I know we all think we can help until push comes to shove, and then this thing is right in our faces, and then we're like, this is harder than I thought. Could you have done this? Could you, even when you were there, knowing that your child is still here, misbehaving, and you're watching another child in front of you, do everything you wish your child could do or be to and for you? Would there be resentment? Would you start to hate the child? Would, you know, so many things start to creep in, and then your good would turn to bad? There's so much to unpack. This story, we can take it part by part and dissect different angles of it, of how it could have gone well and how it could have gone wrong. But as God will have it, everything went well. Everything was so good. And it's ended in such a beautiful way. I mean, the story is not over because they are both alive, both doing well. But my point is, that risk could have cost so much, but it also brought so much. The story wowed me. It wowed me, and it made me so happy. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye.